missile has been recovered by the local authorities and the police over there.
Okay, all right. Thanks for giving us that information. Coming to you, Adit Kothari, the fact that there have been projectiles, pieces of missiles that have been intercepted by the BSF, by the Indian Armed Forces along the border in Punjab. There are also reports pouring in that there have been drone attacks that have struck different parts of Pakistan, whether it is Punjab or Sialkot. And the big statement that has come after NSA Ajit Doval has briefed Prime Minister Narendra Modi that this is only phase 1 of Operation Sindoor, and there are multiple phases that are going to be conducted by the Indian Armed Forces as days pass by. How do we assimilate all this information?
Thanks for having me, Megha. So basically, Prime Minister Modi and his government has changed the rules of engagement. Previously, the Pakistanis would attack and we would present them with dossiers. We would go to the international forums and our Western partners and request them to intervene and ensure that the terror factory, the epicenter of terrorism within Pakistan, could be shut down. Now we've just decided to take matters into our own hands, and we've decided to cause them disproportionate amount of pain once they conduct any terror activities in India. Whatever, Pakistan basically calls it asymmetrical warfare, a fancy term used for terrorism. This is a stated policy by the Pakistani establishment since the 1980s. The policy is called Operation Topak, where the military doctrine is to basically bleed India with 1,000 cuts. Have Pakistani proxies, balkanize India in every shape and form. Now we've just decided to take matters in our own hand, and we basically decided to go after them in a disproportionate manner, which is why we are hearing all of these news coming in from Bahawalpur, which is deep within Pakistani territory. So much so there are news reports of even Karachi about an hour ago, where one terrorist has been neutralized, and Sialkot and other places within Pakistan. So, they decided to make the Poonch sector hot by indiscriminately firing across the border, which ended up, causing massive amount of casualties on the Indian civilian side. We just decided to say that, enough is enough, and, we are not going to buckle down anymore. So Pakistan's basically going to pay a very heavy price for this. Major General Sudhakarji was basically talking about the balkanization of Pakistan. I don't think we need to trigger anything. I think Pakistan establishment has already done that. The fact that the Baloch are absolutely disgruntled with the Pakistani establishment and the polity, and they are running their own sort of battle against the establishment. KPK, the KPK wants to separate out as well and join Afghanistan. There are mass protests every single day in Pakistan-occupied Jammu Kashmir, where the Dogras and the Gilgitis do not want to be part of Pakistan anymore. Sindh has its resistance movement right from the day of inception, when GM Sayyad basically, called for a separation of the Sindhustan as a separate state to Pakistan. So Pakistan is already in splinters. It is just a matter of time before it balkanizes, and all that you will see is left of is Punjab, which is the province which is causing the massive amount of mayhem, just not to India, but to other people who go by the Pakistani tag today.
Okay.
So, Megha, all in all,
Pakistan
is going to balkanize eventually.
Phase 1 is complete. The phase 1